Hello everyone, hope you are fine. In our previous session, we learned about heating effect of electric current. What it is? If the electric circuit is purely resistive, that is, it is a configuration of resistors only connected to a battery and the source energy continually gets dissipated entirely in the form of heat. This is known as the heating effect of electric current. Now, in this session, we will see practical applications of heating effect of electric current. Now, the generation of heat in a conductor is an inevitable consequences of electric current. Inevitable meaning unavoidable. This means when there is a conductor and due to the flow of electric current, surely there will be generation of heat that we cannot avoid. So that is unavoidable. You can say inevitable. What? Generation of heat. It is unavoidable in a conductor. In many cases, it is undesirable as it converts useful electrical energy into heat. This means in some of the cases, it uses this electrical energy and converts it into heat. In electric circuits, the unavoidable heating can increase the temperature of the components and alter their properties. When it will increase the temperature of the components which are present in the electric circuit, what it will lead to? It can lead that the property of their components will be changed. However, heating effect of electric current has many useful applications. What are they? The electric laundry iron, electric toaster, oven, electric heater. These are the devices which work based on Joules heating. What is Joules heating? Do you remember the formula of joules of heating? What it is? H is equal to I square R T. The electric heating is also used to produce light. So now we are learning the practical applications of heating. So first is electric heating is used to produce light as in an electric bulb. How it is used? The filament must retain as much as of the heat generated as is possible so that it gets very hot and emits light. So in previous sessions we learned, right, what is filament? It is a thin wire due to which the current flows and the bulb glows, right? So here how electric heating is used? Here the filament will retain the heat generated, and that heat will help this filament to become hot and to emit light. So when there is a circuit, this filament will get so much heat energy and it becomes too hot, and because of that it emits light. It must not melt as such high temperature, and that is why all the metals are not used for making filaments. A strong material with high melting point such as tungsten, whose melting point is 3380 degrees Celsius, is used for making bulb filaments. Why other all metals cannot be used for making filaments? Because it requires high temperature, and because of high temperature it may happen that the metal will burn. That is why this filament wires require a metal which is of high melting point so that it will not melt or burn easily. So what is used for that? A metal which is strong, that is used, and it is tungsten, and it has high melting point as 3380 degrees Celsius. Please remember this. It is used for making bulb filaments. The filaments are usually filled with chemically inactive nitrogen. Chemically inactive nitrogen means which will not react, not reactable, and argon gases to produce prolong the life of filament. So that why are they used? As you see here, it is said that inactive nitrogen and argon, that means they are not reactant with others, and that is why it will lead to long life of filament. Most of the power consumed by the filament appears as heat, but a small part of it is in the form of light radiated. What does this mean? That most of the power will be consumed for heat energy, and very little part will be used for in the form of light which is produced. Another example of Joules heating is the fuse. Now here the word comes. Before, when this word came, I told you that we will learn it in later sessions. So now we will learn. What is fuse? Fuse is an electric safety device which can stop current from flowing if it is overloaded. So when there is an electric circuit, if we keep this component, it is what? Fuse. It is an electric safety device. If we keep this with electric circuit, so if there is heavy load of electric current, heavy flow of electric current, then it becomes overloaded, and this fuse will work as safety device. Okay, so now this heat, Joules heating is the fuse used in electric circuits. What does it do? It protects circuits and appliances by stopping the flow of any unduly high electric current. Please remember, what is the function of this fuse? It protects circuit and appliances. How? By stopping the flow of high electric current. So whenever this electric fuse is kept in the circuit, if there is overload of electric current, if electric current is flowing very highly, then this fuse will do what? It will stop the electric current, it will stop the flow of electric current, and it protects circuits and appliances. The fuse is placed in series with the device. This is very important to remember. Fuse is always placed in series with the device. Can you say me why it is placed in series? Because we know that the current flowing through the electric circuit will be same in a series connection. So when this is kept in series, this fuse will easily protect the electric circuit. It consists of a piece of wire made of a metal or an alloy of appropriate melting point. For example, aluminium, copper, iron, lead, etc. So, what is this fuse? It consists of piece of wires. It can be of metal or it can be of alloy. That is mixture of metals. If a current is larger, then the specified value flows through the circuit. The temperature of the fuse wire increases. This melts the fuse wire and breaks the circuit. The fuse wire is usually encased in a cartridge of porcelain or similar metal with metal ends. Here you need to note down cartridge is what? I am sure you have heard this word cartridge of a printer or cartridge of a ink, right? So it is a container kind of thing in which we can keep the things and you can replace it. So cartridge. This fuse wire is kept in cartridge of porcelain. Porcelain, it is a material which is made with clay type metal, and it is made at high temperatures. So this is porcelain. So that is, fuse wire is kept in a cartridge of porcelain or any other similar metals. So how this fuse works, if consider an example that a current is larger than its specific value, it is more, then when this current flow into the circuit, what will happen? The temperature of this fuse wire will increase. Okay, as current is high, the temperature of fuse wire will increase, and because of that, it melts the fuse wire and breaks the circuit because the fuse wire is burnt. So because of that, this will be break the circuit. We already saw that the fuse wire is kept in a cartridge of porcelain or similar material with metal ends. The fuse used for domestic purposes are rated as 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, 5 ampere, 10 ampere, etc. For an electric iron which consume 1 kilowatt electric power when operated to 220 volt, a current of 1000 ampere, that is 4.54 ampere, will flow in the circuit. In this case, a 5 ampere fuse must be used. So these are the use of different values of fuse. So this is all about practical applications of heating effect of electric current.